Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In this week's video, I'm going to show you guys how we have been organizing all of this Lego. And as you can tell right behind me, it isn't too well organized. They're just laying on base plates. I'll explain that later in this video. Those are mainly just to sell, and just they are already 100% confirmed to be made, 100% accurate, and then they are just, all they have to do is just be listed on Bricklink. Be sure to join the Discord. It's been really awesome. I've also been live streaming a lot, and I kind of say in the Discord, hey, today I'm going to be live streaming a bit. But I've been live streaming a lot, if you guys don't know. It's been pretty awesome, us sorting through all this Lego. So it's been really, really cool. And anyways, let's get right into the video, and thank you so much for watching. So this tub is all minifigure pieces, animals, accessories, the whole 9 yards. 3 pounds of Friends figs in this gallon Ziploc. I don't know, and maybe anybody who knows much about Lego, I don't really know the going rate on bulk Friends figs. As of right now, we're holding on to all these Friends figs because there's still some pieces we need to add to this. And honestly, we should make another Ziploc bag because there are just so many. But this I'm just showing you guys how I've been organizing, because right now all the verified pieces are just going in Ziploc bags. Down here, all city, some town mixed in. Definitely getting up there, probably 2 pounds or so of that. And then more animals. We have 3 bags of these animals, dinos, animal accessories, the whole 9 yards there. So that's just one bag. And here we have, whoa, I just slipped my hand, all Minecraft stuff. I mean, look how many Alexes we have. Some neat stuff in there. I think we have the Wither, a couple Wither heads. Not too big of a bag. DC stuff, vehicles of any kind, boats, bikes, dollies, the whole 9 yards, motorcycles, skateboards. So right there, this one's another big one, mainly because it's all brick built stuff, essentially. Super Mario stuff. And sorry for the shaky camera work, guys. Trying to do this with just one hand, but there's some good stuff in here. I think there's some pretty good buildable figures compared to like Friends or Minecraft, from kind of just like right here, all Star Wars pieces, accessories, and all that. This guy, I think it's Jack, maybe I'm wrong, Jack 14, I'm just butchering these names, Jack 14, I don't know, Jack 14, this is fake, but some neat stuff, that's for sure. And then this one, honestly, might be my favorite, just based on some of these figures in here. Classic Lego, and then some town mixed in. I mean, you can just see that shield is absolutely incredible. Just some really cool stuff in this. Oh, just so cool. But as you can tell, oh yeah, here's Marvel. Some good Marvel figs in here. But as you can tell, as we get down, we whittle down, there's still so many unsorted figures that we haven't even gone through. Put my hand all the way to the bottom. There we go. Just all figs, all fig pieces. I don't know the exact weight of this. I don't really know if I want to know even. But Anthony and I have been... I mean, this is Super Mario right here. Anthony and I have been going through, and just like when we sit down and watch like TV or anything like that, or we sit down and say, all right, for an hour, we're just going to go through, and Anthony will identify, and then I will just bag these up. Lord of the Rings, Ninjago stuff, Trolls has literally its own bag, Dimensions portals, which I think I've said this in another video, don't sleep on dimension portals, especially if they're printed, because there's definitely some really good ones. Just a note. Just a note for you guys. But yeah, as you can tell, it's not all minifigure pieces. We definitely have, put some other stuff aside. Harry Potter down here. We've definitely put some other stuff aside, just, you just grab, and there's that, like those little mini cars, the brick heads over there. But all in all, it's probably 90% minifigures, animals, the whole 9 yards. But that is what it is like for the minifigures. Looking over at the desk, this is just all figs that are laid out, and I think 98% of them are complete, fully ready to go. I, of course, always look them over one more time and make sure they are all set, they're all, valid, all their, their printing's all right and all that stuff. But then over here, I bring them over, and then this is the stuff I'm going to list tonight. So these are all the pieces that, and, minifigures I'm going to list tonight. Hopefully $100 worth or so. And then just for example, this is our Minecraft base plate. So yeah, this is definitely here we go. Up here is the the DC base plate, but definitely an interesting setup. And if you guys have any recommendations for this, let me know. The biggest change right now is the amount of space we have available to work. This was definitely all occupied with these containers full of the color sorted bricks, but they have been completely pushed back to almost against the wall, and it's definitely pretty satisfying. I actually have the lids laying right over there, but they are displayed out, so when Anthony and I are sifting through the stuff, we can just toss right next to us and pick out all these colors. So these are definitely the main colors we've been sorting, if you can't tell. A lot of black because the tires definitely weigh a good amount and they take up a lot of space. And then over here, right next to my golf clubs, are definitely some of the valuable pieces that we've been picking out. In particular, we are just looking for these wall pieces, these burps, as Anthony call them, big, ugly rock pieces that have, definitely some significant value. And then there's some other, valuable pieces that we are just looking through and, picking out. And we don't really know how much, how valuable some of these pieces are, but the goal is definitely just to look through and see, hey, these pieces, might be, a little bit more expensive than just your normal brick. So let's take a look through that. And then we have 3 of those we have thrown aside. So we definitely have our work cut out for us listing these individually on Bricklink. So just something cool there. This is more partially complete stuff under here. But really the big thing is just the amount of space we have since we have cleared out the pallet that was right here at one point. We actually moved the whole setup for the table. More, partially complete stuff we have to go through. Some pretty cool stuff. I think I might have shown this already, but sports cards, Pokemon, Shima, Lego cards, and some other stuff. All Playmobil that will definitely either get lotted up or sold individually on eBay, depending on the value of some of these Playmobils, which I'm not entirely sure. I didn't realize Playmobil had much value, but I guess some of the Knights and Pirates and the older stuff has value. Assorted toys, mainly Hot Wheels in this, and then old instructions that need to be put away. Definitely some really cool ones here. I showed these. We showed these off in the streams when we found them. Incredible instructions, and they're in really good condition. So it's pretty cool to see some of these. Interesting how all of them say Legoland on them. You wouldn't really expect that, and then there's a classic. But this one's cool too, the Speed Champions set. So definitely some cool stuff. And actually, we just recently found more sealed bags here. And then there's promos instruction sheets down there, which are also really cool. But yeah, we're down to 3. We're down to 3 pallets. I believe we have blues in here to throw them in, all Bionicle bins in there, yellows, assorted colors, browns, reds are almost full. This is our trash bin because our trash bin's over there. And then also I think we have tans in there. So also one side note, we found like almost all of the Stranger Things set completed. We don't know, but there's definitely a lot of it. So pretty neat there. I'll be looking through and see if I can complete it. But that's kind of the status update for the garage. It's definitely looking a lot better. That's for sure. Compared to what it was a lot more jammed up in here. So when we have this amount of space to do stuff, it's pretty awesome. And it definitely, the sorting is looking like it's paying off with regards to the depth of some of these pallets. But overall, pretty awesome. And the hope is to get one more done, or we're just going to sell it all bulk. We'll see what we decide. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to like the video, join the Discord as I mentioned earlier in the video, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm sorry I haven't been posting too many videos per se, but if you guys are ever interested, I usually live stream at least once per week, and those are pretty awesome. We got a good amount of people, recurring viewers and stuff, and I love chatting with everybody. So something to check out and just keep in mind if you're interested in following along. So thank you guys so much.